Hello. Heartbreak is necessary. And you're probably wondering, why would you say something like that? Because we all know that heartbreak is painful. It changes people. But what if it's necessary? Heartbreak strips away the old version of us when we were with that person. When you break up with a person, it's like losing a part of yourself. The self where you were able to be vulnerable with them, open, share everything with them. They were someone that you could just be without being judged. So when you end the relationship and break up with them, you have no idea who you are anymore. That old identity, the version of yourself when you were with them, is being stripped away from you as you heal and move forward with your life while figuring out who you are becoming along the way. Time and the space between is necessary during this healing process. Feeling the pain and reflecting on the experience and that friendship or relationship or how things ended is also necessary to heal, to let go. When you reach the stage of intimacy, that wound takes years to heal. So you can't rush the process. My nose is so itchy. Okay. When you reach the stage of intimacy, especially in your adolescence years, that's more painful because you're still trying to figure out who you are. While you're in your 20s, you'll have more things figured out. Also, distance is a boundary. Not talking is a boundary. Because in my situation, this person, I still see them because they go to the same school as me, and this year I ended up in 2 subjects with them. If you know that things ended badly between you two, my face is so red right now. Okay, anyways, I'm moving on, moving forward as this person no longer becomes an important part of my life anymore, or she no longer really takes up thoughts or space in my mind. And as I move forward, this person becomes just someone I used to know, just a chapter of my life. And that's also how you know you're healing. It's working, you're healing, you're moving forward, you're letting go, because healing is so messy, it's so painful, and it takes time. You have to grieve over what wasn't the potential. And because I got into a class with her again this year, and I didn't have any classes with her until I dropped out of a challenging class I knew that was going to just give me too much pressure and stress. That's how I ended up in 2 classes with her, and I really did not want to be in a class with her again because I felt super uncomfortable and I just wanted to move on with my life and move forward. But now looking back at it, now that this school year is almost over, I see it in a different way. I saw those classes as a way to gain new perspective, rise above my circumstances, rise above the challenges, and the past version of myself where I was in survivor mode, when I was depressed, and I made friends by bonding over, of course, shared interests, but by becoming friends with people who also share the same trauma or negativity, that kind of survivor mode. So basically I kind of just came out of that and healed. I feel like I'm getting off topic, but I just wanted to share that because I don't know, I just feel like it was important. And so yeah, so basically this year I've been just trying to figure it out. There were dots of hoping to rekindle the friendship, to reconcile. There were dots, there were hope, but I never truly acted on that necessarily. I know I let go of the resentment by actually talking to that person and just stating how I felt, because there were tension between us. There's lingering hurt or so. So I guess I did interact and to just clear things up and to move forward, because that's what I wanted to do. And we were in the same class anyway, so it was kind of just an opportunity for me to do that. And of course, because I was in the same space as her, I was just in that class existing. I wasn't really part of it. As much as I hated that class, as much as I still don't like it. Each time I head into that environment, I feel physically drained. I feel mentally, emotionally exhausted just being in that class for literally 5 minutes, because it's like something in my body where I've outgrown that version of myself, that old version of myself that were tied to those people, that did thrive on drama or negativity. But I never really been a drama person. I just thought like, ooh, cool, or like that version of myself when I was depressed, when I was in survivor mode. And of course I made friends and bonded with those people, not because we shared our traumas or anything. I've came out and I've outgrown it. I just feel like my nervous system, each time I go back into that class or that place, I feel so drained. And actually, I don't even know what I'm sharing anymore. I feel like I'm really going off topic, but maybe you guys can relate. Maybe my experience can help you guys out in sharing my struggles, what I've learned from it can help you guys out. But after reflecting on it and letting time do its thing and just continuing to show up in a really negative and draining environment while I'm just trying to move on, and I've really outgrown that past version of myself. But it's okay because school's almost over anyways, and I have 2 days left. 2 days left of that class, and that class only happens every week, once a week. So it's okay, I can do it. I've built discipline along the way and I've come out stronger. And yeah, I guess basically that class just taught me discipline, taught me how to protect my peace, gave me a new perspective, and I saw these people differently now. I no longer really see these people as like super negatively or victimizing them. Just I understand them because I was in that place. So it's like when you came out of a negative place, or when you've grown so much, you just see things from a new perspective. You don't really judge them anymore. They challenge you. I know this sounds harsh, but those people are there to show me what it's like to not grow, what it's like to stay stagnant. And I know it's kind of bad to view it that way, but that's also like being realistic too. Some people are just there to show you what it's like to not grow at all. And I'm not here to try to save these people anymore or try to shrink myself, because when I shrink myself, when I let my guard down or try to fit in but not really fit in, while I don't really like these people, I get so drained. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comment section what I'm feeling, what I'm really feeling. Is it because I've outgrown these people, this place, this environment, and I'm not meant to be in this environment? Is it because of that? God's using my circumstances to build my character, to shape me into the person I am today, through struggles, through hardships, through trials and tribulations, and just giving me a new perspective to rise above my circumstances, because I've definitely been tested so super hard this year. The isolation and loneliness I felt, it just feels like I was just existing in that class. I knew I didn't belong in that class, and I knew I don't like those people, and I still don't really like those people, but I no longer really see it as, oh, I don't like those people, oh, they're so draining, or blah blah blah. I just kind of view it as them being my teachers, like a mirror, showing me who I don't really want to become, or showing me how much I've grown showing me how much I've grown. It's like they mirror my past. It's really an uncomfortable situation to be in this entire year, And I'm just so glad it's over. It's almost over. And what if gain was I learned to protect myself. These people show me what I want and don't want in a friend, or show me the people I don't really want to surround myself with. But I also understand them because I was once in that place. Also knowing that I can't change or save people or fix anyone, because when you do, when you just let your guard down, it's like that I just like, oh, this is not good. Like, this is not good. I will just lose myself. And especially in an environment where I feel like my nervous system's on constant fight and flight mode, or like I'm in survival mode, or shrinking yourself or so is not helping either. All I could really do in that situation is protect myself, protect my peace. Just go to that class, get that credit, and then leave. I mean, in the end, I've gained a new perspective. I understand people more. I have more empathy for people, and I've always had empathy for people. But I guess I just needed to learn how to balance it out. I can't save people. I can't people please. I can't shrink myself, because that's only harming me. But all I can do is protect my peace, respect myself, know my own worth, but also not judge them, understand them, understand these people. That's why I feel like the people you dislike always teaches you something. The people you find things about them that you don't like, I feel like they're the greatest teachers. Lastly, I just want to say that the version of her isn't someone I want to be friends with anymore. She's no longer aligned to where I'm heading. Our paths have diverged, even though I see her sometimes because we still go to the same school and I still have classes with her this year. I feel like I was put into that class, that PE class, I'll say the subject, for a reason. Not to rekindle our friendship, but an opportunity to reach out and just let go. To be honest, I didn't really have to reach out to her, but to just share my truth. I still don't really regret telling her like how I felt, or just being honest, straightforward. I didn't open up to her. I just stated how I felt and just being realistic about our friendship. It released so much weight. It helped me move forward, and it made me more mature as a person. That was an opportunity to let go of my resentment, my grudges towards her, because she is a person that hurt me in the past, and I'm sure I hurt her too. I know I've grown so much ever since I've removed myself from that friendship and found myself again. I have zero resentment towards her because time, it healed everything, and I'm in a better place now. I'm at peace with the situation, and most importantly, I'm at peace with myself. You know the saying, forgive but never forget. And I'm just so at peace with myself. I no longer see her as the person I cared about. I just see her as a bad experience or a lesson, a hard lesson I had to learn. And plus, it's been 3 years since I was friends with her, and life moves on. She was just a chapter of my life. That's why I say that heartbreak is necessary, because if I didn't love the wrong person, if I didn't pour my heart out, all my love out to them, even though they could never love me back the way I loved them, I wouldn't have become who I am today. I wouldn't have learned to become a better friend, because every friend you make, every friendship breakup, every friendship you've outgrown or things didn't work out, it's only helping you come closer to finding the person who is right for you. Your lifelong friends, your tribe, your soulmate, your partner. If I didn't love the wrong person, I wouldn't have become a better friend, wouldn't have become the person I respect and look up to, wouldn't have become stronger. I wouldn't have become more resilient or more loving, more caring. That friendship helped shape my values and show me what qualities I do and don't want in a friend. Loving the wrong person was necessary, so when the right person comes along, whether it's platonic friendships or a relationship, I would know how to be a better friend or a partner to them. So yes, heartbreak is painful and it changes you drastically. It makes you question your worth. It makes you question if you're lovable or not. Or it makes you feel all types of pain, but it didn't break you. it builds you up again. You have to break before you become whole again. You know, the thing is, that friendship, I wasn't whole. And I attached myself to a person that couldn't save me, because nobody can save you. And I was losing myself in the process. So when I distanced myself, I literally had no idea who I was. And I had to go on this self-exploration journey, or I guess isolate myself, disconnect from everyone, close myself off, not because I wanted to, but because I didn't know how to love again. I didn't know how to be a friend again, or I just didn't know who I was again. I felt so disconnected from myself, because I poured in so much love and expectation, had so much expectations to a person that was not meant for me, that was wrong for me, but a person that was necessary, that I got to love, to teach me something, a painful lesson. That's what the wrong person does to you. But you should never regret loving the wrong person. Not unworthy of love. You are lovable. You are so lovable. You just love the wrong person. And that's okay. I feel like heartbreak is necessary. I feel like we all should experience heartbreak, even though it's painful. Loving the wrong person was necessary. So when the right person comes along, you'll know.